What's up, my fellow gamers? Today we are doing another video game pickups haul today, and the thing I wanted to talk about was Gamestop for this video because Gamestop has decided to pretty much push out retro games in their markets. So if you notice going to like some of the more popular GameStops around your area, you kind of see like a dedicated section geared towards just retro games only, and the smaller stores not really, but it's funny because GameStop has been doing this for a year now, where they've been taking retro games and selling them. You just have to ask the staff members if they had any like GameCube games, PS2, you know, whatever that sorts behind the counter, because a lot of times they have it locked up, so you usually have to ask before. But now it seems like you know, they're trying to penetrate into a new market, gearing towards gamers, and try to get to, you know, those collectors, aka me. So I did get one of the games right here. So Banjo-Tooie for $35, and you know, I got a discount on it since pro member and everything. But yeah, I'm going to talk more about it later in the video. So yeah, but a lot of cool games that I picked up during this course of this past month. A lot of games that I did not expect that be picked up, and some games I got on a really cool deal. So first games I want to show off are some games that I actually bought that are more modern and a lot more, I guess, kind of unique in a sense to me. But the first game I picked up, I got Final Fantasy 16 on PlayStation 5. So finally got my hands on this because it was actually on sale through Best Buy for around like $30 or $25, and that was the lowest price that I've seen the game go for a sealed copy. So finally got my hands on you know, the newest Final Fantasy game, which no one really talks about, funny enough. I think it was an alright game from what I got, from what everyone told me. So yeah, I mean, finally have it. This one I also got through Best Buy as well. Neo Collection, so got for like $10 or $15 at Best Buy since it was on one of those daily game deals that they sometimes do. So, you know, the Dark Souls of action ninja game, Ninja Gaiden Dark Souls practically. So that, and I picked up some Switch games. So this one I actually got through PAX through the limited run store. So I got Contra event exclusive. So this is for the Switch, and it's an exclusive cover, but same game. So I wanted to add this to my collection, and something I've been waiting for months now. So, what's it called? Bomb Rush Cyberpunk. So I always had a hard time saying this, but yeah, this is the 8-bit exclusive cover. So this is alternative. So you get this cover instead of the, you know, this one that you normally see. But yeah, this is a different variant that I got, and I was actually pretty happy to finally get this because, like I said, I've been waiting for like months now getting it. But yeah, it came with a pre-order of exclusive slipcover, so this came along with the game. And honestly, I play more so on the Steam version because you can mod it to play with other players. But still, this is a really cool thing to add towards my Nintendo Switch collection. So those were the only games that I got through like retailers that were like sealed and more like modern games. But everything else I actually bought are through thrift shops or from my local video games store. So first off is this game, Duke Nukem Time to Kill. One of the first rated M games I played when I was young, and man, probably the most worst one to play as a kid because, you know, 64-bit pixels of nudity, so much catchphrases and cussing from Duke Nukem himself. So, but yeah, I got this for about $13 at Al's Video Game Store. So that is one of the video game stores in Seattle that not a lot of people may know of unless you're from Seattle, because you know, people are probably more familiar with Pink Gorilla and so, or Another Castle. But yeah, Al's Video Game Store. You guys ever visit Seattle? Check them out. They take a lot of cool trade-ins, and you can be able to find a lot of cool stuff like video games, vinyl records, movies, you kind of name it. Like, they sell pop culture stuff, so definitely a place that's worth to check out and find some cool stuff there. Next are some games that I picked up from Value Village and Goodwill, and these games may not be like the diamond in the rough, but you know, they were really good deals, and I couldn't help myself. So this one I found Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. So yeah, why do you pick this up? So I only picked this up, which it's like $5 right here. But yeah, the only reason why I picked this up is because this game was one of the games I played like that pretty much introduced me to like online multiplayer, and honestly it was just a wild experience being able to play multiplayer on this with other people, and also it had a great campaign, so you know I just wanted to replay the campaign of this, and I would love to go back to a multiplayer of this if the multiplayer wasn't so full of hackers, so fortunately can't do that, but yeah, this I definitely want to recheck out the campaign from Call of Duty 4 because honestly Call of Duty 4, World at War, and Modern Warfare 2 had such great campaigns, and even Black Ops, so I really did enjoy the campaigns before it became a little hectic and just a little too bad. I don't know what to say, but yeah, just wanted to get that. And I also picked up these two games as well, so Splinter Cell Chaos Theory and Dance Dance Revolution. So honestly, I mean, this game, stealth game, I'm really into stealth games, and it was like $4 along with Dance Dance Revolution, which here's a price right here if it's like, there you go. But honestly, cheap games, probably will resell them eventually, or just probably keep this one. But yeah, I picked those games up from Value Village. Okay, next are some games that I picked up at Half Price Bookstore, my go-to place when I look for anime, mangas, and video games. So, you know, sometimes you find some cool collectibles here and there, like this Suikoden 5 art book. So yeah, this comes with a limited edition music CD from the game, if you guys can see it from here, and honestly, pretty cool collectible. It's, you know, shrink wrap and everything, but $12, a little steep, so kind of made that regret of buying it, but you know, what can you do? I mean, I have it now. So I got that, and found some other games for a pretty good price. This one, me just being stupid here, but Metal Gear Solid 4. So this is my third time buying this game now, and the reason why I had 3 copies is because the first copy I bought was a Greatest Hits edition, and for me personally in my collection, I will have Greatest Hits, but I try not to like keep them if I could find like the black label ones, because black labels are a lot more nice in the original. So you'll have like a different like variation of the artwork in the back as well. So yeah, third time buying this game because I actually have the Legacy collection as well. So yeah, I guess, I mean, this game and Resident Evil 4 are like probably the only games where I rebought it multiple times. And I got one of my favorite fighting games on the Xbox 360, Dead or Alive 4. So this game, nostalgia, like going back to memory lane. I remember getting this game with a friend at like Hollywood near my home, and we would just play on the training mode, try to do Ryu Hayabusa's Izuna drop. You know, like, if you guys don't know what the Izuna drop, if you guys watch Naruto or like Rock Lee versus Gaara, they do that in the show when they fought. But man, this game was so cool. I think I liked it more than Tekken, and then it went downhill with Dead or Alive 5 and now 6. So honestly, I do want this game to make a comeback. I want Tecmo or Team Ninja, you know, hopefully Dead or Alive 7, you know, makes a comeback and makes a wave. But yeah, I'm actually really happy that I finally found this out at Half Price Bookstore, and I got this for like about $12, so really good deal. And still going through nostalgia right here. I'm just keeping it simple and clean. So Kingdom Hearts. And yeah, I know, I mean, I could technically get the game on Steam or play the HD remaster, but this, like, I've been wanting to find a good condition, like, cover of this game for a long time now, because this cover is probably my favorite cover, like, video game cover of all time. Like, look how amazing and, like, cool looking it is, and also how it's glossy, like, the paper is glossy. And then the back, you just get Sora looking out on the field, and you just get these cool quotes like, explore Disney, meet Disney villains, man. And this was when they were still called Squaresoft right here too, like, oh my god. But yeah, one of my favorite video game covers of all time, and I'm actually really happy that I found a good condition one here now. So yeah, those were it for those ones, but these two are probably the big hitters that I found at Half Price Bookstore. So this one, $18, and it is Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3. So, you know, one of the cool games that, actually probably one of the better Budokai games next to Tenkaichi 3. But I'm actually pretty happy because I never actually got the chance to play Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3. I actually played Budokai 1, 2, and then, you know, all the Tenkaichi games. So, you know, I have a working PlayStation too, so I will definitely be checking this game out, even though I know they have a HD remaster on PlayStation 3, but my god, like, that goes for like $40 to $60 for like resale value, so I don't think I'll be able to find a copy of that anytime soon, but it's always been interesting how it never included Budokai 2, but yeah, Budokai 3, and funny enough about this one, the Greatest Hits Edition one is probably the only one I would actually get because it has a different variation cover. Vegeta and Goku fighting instead of just, you know, Goku with his fist in your face here. So yeah, interesting fact to note. And then of course, I think this is gonna probably be a lot of people's nostalgia right here. But Simpsons Hit and Run. So I guess kind of like the Grand Theft Auto, but you know, Simpsons here. And yeah, kind of paid a hefty, you know, deal right here, $48. But you know, I think this game's one of the more rare ones, especially on the GameCube. So of course I had to get my hands on it. The only downside to this game is the fact that my receipt's still there. Fortunately, no manual is in this one, so only the warning labels and the inserts. But honestly, it's not that bad of a price value because just the game itself, it's about like loose disc wise around like the $60 range. So at least having like a nice cover that's actually there, not damaged or anything, is a still pretty much good deal in my book personally. But yeah, those were the pickups I got through Half Price Bookstore. Okay, next is the main focus of the video, GameStop retro games. So right here I got a boatload of retro games here, and some of them have the price label still, so that way I can actually go over it with you. But first, I guess I just want to show this off before anything. Got this Quantum Dream collection here for like $20, and normally it's supposed to be $30, but they messed up the price label, so I actually got this for like $28 for like, you know, all three games for Beyond, Heavy Rain, and Detroit Become Human. So pretty cool find, and pretty good that you know, the worker was able to honor the price. So thank you for that. Been wanting to get this game, or at least multiple games for a while now. But yes, retro games. So how do I feel about retro games from GameStop? So you know, so from what I've experienced when, you know, looking at some GameStops and looking at some of the retro games, some of them surprisingly are marked down from its original price. So some games here like Metal Gear Solid 3D on the 3DS Snake Eater right here for about $55, and if you're a pro member, you save yourself additional money, which I am a pro member here. Trauma Team, about, I just want to show you guys like all the pricing here. Mad World, and some of these games are actually not that bad of the value that you're paying for, like Silent Hill, Shattered Memories. The price right here is these prices. And Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, which the guy removed the price tag unfortunately on this, so the only price tag I have is like this pre-owned one right here. But some of the pricing that they have been doing is practically alright. It is a little lower than what I've seen from like, you know, main video game stores that kind of like upsell the price from its reseller price. Like normally this one right here, Silent Hill, is supposed to be around the $70 range, I believe, if I check right here on Game Eye, the main app. Yeah, so right here, you guys could check right here. Sorry, my hand's shaking. So normally resale value is about like $77, and getting this for about like $56, $57. It's practically almost about like $10, $15 less than its resale value. that you find at places. So Metal Gear Solid 3, as I went over, this is about $55, $52 if you're a pro member, and again, looking through Game Eye right here, which, funny enough, I don't have it posted. Oh, here it is. So right here, you guys can see, oh man, resale value is about like $66, so about like $10 less than its reselling price. So, you know, GameStop isn't too bad in the reselling of it, which I hate to say it, it's not like horrendous. You probably could find some pretty good deals on some of their retro games. The only downside I have to say about, you know, them selling retro games is the fact that even the workers have told me, not many workers know how to identify if a game is legitimate, if it's real or fake. Because a lot of times, like for the disc games, you can tell they're real because, you know, they're discs and they have the manual. But games like Banjo-Tooie here, before I bought this, I actually had to verify opening it up with the staff members to look at main points. So right here, you want to check if it has the original screws, if there's an indent right here, and then if you really want to make sure that this is a real copy, you can open it up to see the manufacturer numbers inside. So I'll show you guys like right here. That's like one way you could be able to identify it truly if it's not a repo copy. So honestly, if you guys are planning on to, you know, checking out the retro games at GameStop, and I just be very careful, especially right now, because you guys haven't heard PlayStation, there are people doing repos for like PlayStation 1 discs with the black disc somehow, and it's really scary. It's becoming more harder to tell when a game's legitimate and real and not just like a repo or like a, you know, those types of games. So if you guys were going to go buy some retro games at GameStop, make sure to verify to make, you know, all the games are legitimate, that are real. Like I said, the disc games, this one's real. I mean, you can actually do a repo on this, but from Metal Gear Solid, you can usually tell by the numbers here if the camera can focus. If the letters are aligned and the numbers, it's usually legitimate, and there's usually a little icon right here in the middle that says Nintendo. So a lot of reproduction games have a hard time being able to copy the same thing. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I will definitely be checking out for more retro games at GameStop. So, you know, if you guys are kind of on the fence about it, I mean, it's not terrible. I think it's good enough. And I mean, I'll say this right now. The best thing I found at GameStop for a retro game is this GameCube. So yeah, I found a GameCube at a GameStop, and you guys may be wondering why the hell you buy it. It's probably going to be expensive. No, they were actually charging $50 for this GameCube with the controller and the wires, which the controller is actually like functioning all properly too. It's like working well, and I actually tested the buttons because I actually have a lot of GameCube games, so I made sure every button was functional, and the system, no issues whatsoever. So this was probably the best thing I found at a GameStop for a retro game. So definitely looking towards looking at other consoles that they may have out in the wild. I did saw that they had a Game Boy Advance and Nintendo 3DS, new 3DS at the same spot that I got this at. But funny enough, they were charging like $20 more than this, so I only got this. But yeah, anyways, that'll pretty much be it for my video game pickups haul. Hopefully you guys did enjoy and find it informative, because like I said, if you guys go out and find some games at GameStops, like buy retro games, make sure you verified if everything's all accurate. There are going to be like YouTube videos you guys could look up, or I'll leave a link below so that way you guys can figure out how to verify if the game's legitimate or not. But other than that, I mean, GameStop, not too bad for the retro game market in my opinion. I mean, it's probably like half-price bookstore. There's some good ones and there's some bad deals from them. But honestly, other than that, the only issue I have with them is the whole them taxing gift cards, which welcome for that one. I did not know that was a thing until recently when I was trying to buy a PlayStation E card. So that means that you got charged buying a gift card and getting charged tax buying the game as well. So double tax. Lovely. But anyways, that'll pretty much be it for the video. And hopefully you guys can leave a like, comment, and subscribe. But anyways, this is Kiato signing out. Hopefully see you guys in my next video game haul, or if you guys are into anime, I do that kind of stuff too. So anyways, take care of yourselves and happy hunting. See ya.